Yeah, before I was cut off, or you was cut off because you got spotty Wi-Fi. Yankees, y'all like the Yankees don't pay for Wi-Fi. Um, I'm saying, what has Pedro Grifol meant to you guys? He was my farm director. Clancy had some time with him. The Royals. What is Pedro Grifol meant to the organization aside from the wins and losses? What has he meant for the team and for the organization?
You know, he's been uh, he's been doing his job. It's good to have someone who speaks Spanish and English because pretty much most of the time you have guys that not speak English, and that's really good for us that we got staff that speaks Spanish. So he's mean uh, good things to the organization. He brings someone's ideas, and I know this is gonna get better at some point. We're working hard every single day, and he's doing his job, so it's good.
¿Por qué necesito persona con español y inglés? What does that mean to you? Does it make you feel more
Well,
comfortable? Somebody that speaks Spanish and English?
uh, for me, I don't have any problem, because I speak English. But with other guys like Luis Robert, he speak English a little bit, but he feel way more comfortable speak Spanish. So it's good for him to have uh, that kind of manager or staff that can speak both. Or for other guys like Jose Rodriguez, he come up 2 days ago, and he not speak like that fluent English, and so for us it's good. And sometimes I like to speak Spanish because that's my first language.
Sometimes me gusta hablar español. Sometimes I
Really?
like to speak Spanish too. Like, but
Okay.
does that make you a better player? Does that make like think back when maybe your English you weren't as confident with your English, or put yourself in those guys' shoes. Does that make Luis Robert, like Pedro Gafal said the other day, he's the best center fielder in the game? Does that make him a better center fielder, or does that just make him more comfortable as a person, which makes him a better
More,
center fielder?
I think more comfortable as a person, but when you are more comfortable as a person, that's made you better player because you have more confidence in everything you do.
See?
Eloy, I want to ask you about your ball club because, like you said, yeah, things are going to get better. You're 5.5 games out of first place in the American League Central. Wait, whoa. You're 5.5 games out of first place in the AL Central. We're not even halfway through the season. So, this is a little bit of a twist on a question that players get often in September. They'll be asked, hey, are you scoreboard watching? Are you looking at the standings? And I know it's very early, but I actually think it's a positive for your team to look at the standings because the record is not great, right? You wouldn't be like, oh, this is the record that I want. But 5.5 games out of first place is the same as the defending champion Houston Astros in the American League West. They're 5.5 games back of the Texas Rangers. So do you guys look at that as a positive where you'll be like, hey guys, I know it's been shitty at times for us and we're not performing as well as we want to, but we're a 7 game win streak away from being super relevant?
Yeah, like you say, we know we're playing the baseball that we want, but uh, we are there. We have 10 games lose streak, and then uh, we came back and play well. And it's been up and down, but as soon as we uh, starting get those wins, uh, we're gonna be we're gonna be like in first place, or maybe we're gonna be tying for the white card, But uh, it's still a lot of games, uh, and we've been working really hard. So for us to have not the result that we want, but still fighting for the spot in the playoffs. That's good.
All right, Eloy, move your damn hand out the camera, man. I want to, no vato, man. I want to ask. Obviously, the biggest thing in the White Sox fans want to know is about your health. Um, how are you feeling now, and what are you doing to maintain staying on the field? When you play, you're an absolute beast. When no, when you don't play, you're like everyone else. You're a spectator. So what are you doing to stay on the field? Again, running into walls, playing the game, sliding the bases, things happen. But what are you doing to prevent the random occurrence of a hamstring or an oblique?
Well, uh, with all this past year, I learned uh, more how I need to prepare my body, uh, and that's what I try to do. Every time, every day, um, I work really hard. Uh, Sometimes thing happens that you can't control,
Sure.
uh, and that's what I can say right now because I've been put the effort. I've been working every single day, and uh, like what I say, if it happened for a reason. So every time that I got hurt, I come back and I try to come back with like learning something, and why did it happen, why I need to do better, and that's what I learned, and I try to do and improve what I learn and every single day.
Do you love to learn? Do you like to learn? Because I heard your English before, and it wasn't this good. Did you want to learn English?
Yeah, like I say, every single day you learn something new. So that's what I try to do because life is about to learn every single time, every single day. You learn something new.
Well, I want to learn this then. When you were growing up, when we were vive in Santo Domingo, ¿qué favorito? Because yo soy favorito equipo en la liga. Because yo soy aguilucho. Malo mia, malo mia.
No, you
What was
got to
your favorite? What was
translate.
your favorite team in the Dominican when you were growing up?
Uh, I don't have a special like, oh, this is my favorite. Uh, but when I was a kid, if Licey lost, I root for the Escogido. If Escogido lost, I root for the Licey because they from the capital. So and I'm from the capital. So that's pretty much my two favorite teams in the Dominican when I was a kid. But when I come to the be a professional player, I don't have any any favorite. My favorite was the Gigantes, and then now Escogido is my favorite.
Okay, está bien.
Mm.
Go
Hey,
ahead, Jonathan.
Poppy, want to know how did you learn English so quickly though? Because I remember speaking to you years ago and just getting it, you starting social media, you're just getting it, but you're speaking really, really well. And like the transition, when you go all over places, Miami's and all, it's like you understand everybody, especially it's kind of like a gift and a curse when you can understand everybody. But how long did it really take you to understand English and our expressions, but Spanish, especially you Latins in baseball, y'all express yourselves just like we do in English. Okay, la madre.
Uh, well, in 2014, when I came for the first time to play with the Cubs, uh, I started ask myself if I want a translator or I want to learn English because uh, I don't like to wait on people to translate me or when I can put the effort and and learn. So I started learning from 14 to 16, and then I started speak better English in 2019, 2018. Yeah, and every day I learn more and more and more.